Oh, we have two people. There you go. Don't you want to eat? There's a bowl way over there because I know you don't like to eat with the others. Come on, Joe. Let's come here. Here, right over there. See it? No? Did you eat somewhere else today, Edo? Have you ate somewhere else? They have something better, like table scraps, something like that. Y'all play nice. Oh, she's gonna go over there and eat. Good girl. I didn't mean to scare you. Move. Well, there shows there's 5 people here, but no one is saying anything. Well, hello to whoever's here. If y'all want to pop on and say hello, please do. I'll start it off on my other phone. I'm here to chat. Nothing exciting going to go on though. This is not the place for excitement. See there, I started off with on my other phone. If y'all want like games or silliness, the tree of which you're barking up is not the right one. But thank you all for whoever is here. We might see a sunset. We might not. Who knows? We might see nothing. It's really odd that nobody's saying anything. Usually somebody at least says hello or something snarky. The snarkiness of it all. Somebody say something snarky. There's just 9 people, but nobody's saying anything. Oh, there's Faith. Hello, Faith. Thank you for being here this evening and saying something. I appreciate your presence and your comment. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a great day. It's really warm and humid here. We have not every cat here. We have the 2 kittens, Edo, Princess, Kaizera, Noah, Locket, Little Noah, and Moo. Well, it says 14 people are here. Well, hello, everyone. Thank you all for stopping by to enjoy some nature sounds and a pretty sky. And it's Icon. Hi, Icon. Thank you for being here. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be very busy, and I don't know uh, if I'll get around or feel like doing a live stream tomorrow night. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Then there's always Thursday, but then Friday, we're having a tropical disturbance out in the Gulf of Mexico. It hasn't really developed into anything yet other than a rainmaker, but it says we're supposed to get a lot of rain Friday and Saturday. So I tried to get some videos made in advance, extra, and sort of holding back on them so I can post on those days. Well, I was hoping Rosemary or John or Debbie or somebody would be here. Judy, somebody. Have I offended someone? That's why nobody wants to say hello to me. Have I been offensive and didn't know it? Which happens to me, y'all. I am oftentimes offensive and don't realize I've been offensive, that some people are very sensitive. So I have to, I really do try to censor myself uh, on camera, because you just never know what's going to be offensive. Two black cats here. I'll just sit out here and enjoy the sunset and the cats and sounds of the insects. Maybe somebody will come on and say hello. Maybe they won't. That's fine. I understand everybody's busy, busy, busy. Thank you to the 7 that are watching. Somebody wants to just say hello or put up a heart. That would be nice. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Uh-oh, I hear growlies going on. Oh, Moo is bothering Santa M. Moo. Hmm. I guess nobody likes me much anymore. That's okay. I'm used to not being liked. For those of you who do not know, I'm an only child and neither parent liked me, even though I did everything I could to make them like me. So everybody says, well, you have to have thick skin to do YouTube and or any social media. And I said, well, nobody can be as mean to me as my parents or my husband. Hey, Moo. Let's not be that way, Moo. Let's go over here and get Moo away from Santiam. Moo. Moo. He don't want to play with you. No. So anyway, that's, I got to thinking about, oh, well, people can be so harsh on social media. And so I thought, well, I've already had a bunch of garbage in my life from the very beginning. So that's why I said, well, I can do social media because at this point in time, there's nothing anyone can say that will bother me. So if somebody's here and they want to say something to see if it will bother me, give it a whirl. Let's try trolling me. This is one of the worst lives I've ever had. Really, it is. I must have offended someone at some point in time. Let me type on my other phone. Let me change hands here, y'all. Oh, goodness. Y'all behave over there. They're under the car. Well, I sure would have liked to have chatted with some my friends, but I guess they're all busy or they don't like me anymore, or they probably didn't like me to begin with. But they could come look at the cats and look at the sunset. Hey, it's Raymond. I thought I'd offended the whole entire world, Raymond. Nobody was saying anything to me hardly. I had a couple. I'm like, I've been on here for 13 minutes and like nobody is acknowledging me. I thought, my God, I've offended somebody. I've offended people. Nobody wants to come to my live anymore. Thank you for being here, right? Truly do appreciate it. Uh, it's a very, very, very humid evening here, Raymond. Very humid. And got a nice little glow going on back here. Usually I have a few more people. I don't get like a ton of people who stop by and say hello, which is, understand it. I'm not a popular person, which I'm okay with not being popular. That's fine with me. But, usually there's a few more. Doe, she's finishing up her dinner. Yeah. I hope you're doing well this evening, Raymond. I come out here every evening and watch the sunset anyway, and so I sort of come out here while the cats are eating, watch the sun go down. So I thought I'd live stream while I did it. Hope the kitten is playing. I don't know what she's after, but she's after something I can't see. Princess. Something scared me. I don't know what it was. Oh, Princess is growling about something. Well, hey, it's Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl, I'm so sorry to hear you're not feeling well. Yeah, that smoky air like that can be very hard to deal with. I understand completely. Now, what has got her so upset over here? Who is she growling at? Oh, she's Sue's Kazera. Kai, you be nice. Kazera and Princess don't get along. Don't know why. They're girls. I don't know. You know, girls usually get along with each other, but for whatever reason, Kazera, the one with the puffy tail, does not get along with. She's mean to Princess. I don't know why. They used to get along just fine. Something somewhere along the way happened, and Kazera decided she wants to be a bully to Princess. Here's Kai right there. Kai's such a sweet kitty. I don't know what her issue is with Princess. Why she has to be so rude. It's my new phone, Raymond. It makes much better quality videos, and the battery is much better. I can and a lot more storage. I can make a lot of videos ahead. I can whereas my other one, I could only make a brief videos, and the whole phone would go haywire, you know. And I never liked the quality of the video on that other phone, but this I really think that the videos are turning out good. I can use the phone for a long, 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 long time without having to charge it. The other one was only good for maybe an hour to do anything. That's making videos, watching videos, responding to comments, um, live streaming, anything. It was just it had lived its life. It was not much life left in it, and finally it just went crazy and started flashing on, flashing off, flashing on, flashing off, and it expired. So I was gonna hold on to the other one as long as I could, but I still went about as cheap as I could go at Walmart. Like, I didn't go all crazy, spend a lot of money. I'm not that person, plus I didn't have a lot of money to spend. But I mean, it's much better quality, and I'm liking it so far. It really picks up the sky, which I like to do when I make videos. A lot of times I like to show what's going on in the sky. Like in the mornings I go for walks, the sun's coming up. It really shows that really well. And I haven't seen a nice sunset since I got it, which I usually don't see a nice sunset in the summer. They're more of a autumn and winter type thing. But I'm anxious to see how well it does make videos of sunsets. Yeah, it's a huge difference between this one and that other one. Plus, I can use it for a lot longer. I hope to keep it for a very long time. When I get something, I'm not one of those people who, as soon as something new comes out with anything, I will keep something till it disintegrates. That includes clothes, cars, anything. I'm like, I want to get all the use there is out of something. That's just me. The other day, somebody felt bad for me. They saw my purse and they felt bad for me and they tried to give me a purse. And I'm like, no, that's okay. I like this one. It's fine. And it was like, I thought it was like, they thought they were helping me, but I really didn't want another purse. I like the other one just fine. And, they were like, oh, look, it's starting to wear. Like, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I will get my money's worth out of everything. Hey, it's Judy. I was hoping you'd be here tonight, Judy. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Oh, we got Noir over here hydrating. Yeah, Judy, it's been a pretty good day. I had a great walk with the cats this morning for before 7 even. We were back at the house before 7. And I'm trying to get some videos ahead because we're going to have some couple of days of rain. So I'm trying to get some extra videos made for that reason. Because I know for like 2 days, Friday and Saturday, I don't think I'm going to get to go out. Oh, I don't like storms. Um, we're going to have like a tropical disturbance out in the Gulf of Mexico that they say is going to be a rain maker for us. And I hope that is all that it is just a rain maker. Nothing else. Oh, I don't like high winds. They make me nervous ever since I've been through a tornado. We might have a nice sunset. Well, thank you, Judy. I still have more. I posted the one where we've started in the field. But then there's like a whole series of shorts. They're just shorts. I did do one longer one, I think, maybe. I'm trying to get a lot of shorts done in advance before the rain. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be busy. I'm not going to have time to go out. And yeah, even the ones I can't pet, Judy, will follow me. I can't pet them, but they're coming for a walk. So and I don't even encourage it. They just follow me, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, the thing on Google Photos has been making some great collages and compilation videos of all the cats. So some of them I'm like, I didn't like that one, or I'm not wild about the music. But some of them I think, well, they picked good photos and I like the music. Some of them they picked horrible pictures. Some of the pictures I think I've even deleted, but they're still out there in Google Photos world somewhere. So I do have like a series of shorts where the cats were following me, just different things. Some of them I'm thinking about maybe adding music or something to the background. Now that I have the option, now that I have the better phone, I can do that now. And or maybe just leaving the natural insect sounds and the birds. I don't know, because I really do like to hear the nature sounds in the background. So, I don't know. I just wonder what people would like. Do they want to hear the bugs, the insects and the birds, or the music? You can do it. I have a little thing on there where you can mix it to where you can make the music lower or higher, and then the original sound lower or higher, where you can do a mix. I might try that. And I took Miracle out this morning, Judy, after I got back with the cats. Miracle was really wanting to go out, and it was already starting to get too warm. But he's at the window looking out and just meowing, meowing. Well, hey, it's Rosemary. I'm so happy to see you, Rosemary. And so I said, well, come on, Miracle. And it was already too hot for him. We got about halfway across the field, and he just did the stop, drop, and roll. Like, no. Too hot for Miracle. So I ended up carrying him. And I got him to the bench, and he was just, some days he just does not perform. He doesn't do his miracling, as I would call it. And it's just too hot for him to do his miracling. And I got a few videos of Miracle, because I know everybody loves to see Miracle, but it's basically, and his fur is just, his body. I'm having to shoot him from the front only. He's got these big bald spots. All his beautiful floof is gone. Just gone. He's got these big bald spots. It happens to him every summer. He loses his fur. As soon as it starts to cool down, he'll grow it back. But if somebody random were to see it, or even people who do know Miracle, they'd say, "What's wrong with that cat?" He just does not handle the heat well, even though I have the air conditioner just going, going, going. The air conditioner cannot keep up with the heat. The air conditioner's not big enough for the space. Now, I got some more of him meowing, though. I did get another one today of him. He's really meowing at me. Yeah, he's very sensitive to heat. His skin gets very irritated. He gets really tired really easily. He didn't even want to do any clawing on trees. No tree scratching. nothing. And for the most of the time, I did carry him out there in the woods. But we just went and sat in the field for about an hour and did bird watching. And he had some grass. He ate some grass, and that was about it. Um, and so it's like, I have to shoot him from the front because I can't show his body. And B, he's just lackadaisical, doesn't want to do anything except lay there. So it's good that I have these outside cats that I can keep some content going for the channel until, the heat starts to break. Oh my God! Hello! One old goat. Or when you make your videos, it says, "Hi, goat. Thank you for being here. It is so nice to see you this evening. I hope you're doing well." I'll show you a cat. We can look at some cat. One cat. They're about finished up. We have Princess here. And then we have Noah. And where'd everybody go? Let's go over here. There's Locket and Kaisera. You don't like the heat either, Rosemary? I don't like it either. I mean, I'm uncomfortable at this temperature right now. And yeah, I'm hoping that normally when it gets cooler he changes, but he wanted to go out so bad this morning. He wanted to come out here when I was coming out here to feed the cats. He was at the door and I had to push him back. I'm like, no, Miracle, it's too hot for you, because like right now, well, it was about 90 then. And I'm like, no, Miracle, no, no. Uh, and I had to push him back, and I felt bad for doing that, for pushing him back because he wanted to go out so bad. Yeah, they just ate. One old goat. They just had their dinner. They have a little bit left, so they're resting. And they don't eat as much when it's hot like this. So I'm gonna have to start taking Miracle out really, really early. But tomorrow I am not gonna have time. Tomorrow is a big, busy day for me. And so I have a lot to do tomorrow. Oh, I hear something loud coming down the road. Let's see what it is. Four-wheeler. Yes, those are illegal to be on the road, but they go up and down the road with them all the time, but it's against the law. Yeah, the bugs are really making a lot of sounds now, Judy. Lots of sounds. And now they're coming back by. Yes, when I'll go, the weather, it's going to cause us to get a lot of rain. I try to make some videos in advance because I will not be outside probably Friday or Saturday. I'm hoping that it is just a rainmaker and no wind. So far, it hasn't really developed into much, but they say once it gets into the Gulf, there is that possibility. I'm hoping that it's not going to be anything too concerning. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on the weather forecast. And they're having some sort of in a town near here, Ruston, they have a great big baseball field, like lots and lots of fields for baseball, and they're having some sort of kids World Series, some sort of big deal that brings thousands of people into town. Uh, where they play, these kids play ball for some sort of big, it's supposed to be a big deal, and they're saying that that's probably going to get rained out. Hey, it's Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for being here this evening. So nice to see you. I hope you're doing well this evening. So yeah, I'm watching that weather carefully. I am a weather watcher anyway. I had a satellite where I used to live, satellite TV, which I think most people do have it, especially in the woods. I don't have anything now except for watching Pull Down with an antenna, which is just a few channels. But we had like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of channels, and my husband would come in and he's like, out of everything you could be watching, you're watching the Weather Channel. He's like, I don't get it. Why are you sitting there watching that? It's just weather. He's like, you could be watching anything else. And you're watching the Weather Channel. And I'm cleaning it up for the way he actually said it. And he'd just get up and leave. He's like, I don't understand why you're watching that. He's just like, I don't understand it. But I don't miss the satellite TV. I did for a while when I first came here. I missed it. But as soon as I got my smartphone, um, um, I can see so much stuff on my phone that I hardly ever um, look at TV. I do watch that Big Brother where they put them all in a house and they try to vote out each other. I watch that some, but or an old TV show or something on PBS because we don't get much from what you can just pull out of the sky for free. The main networks: ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, PBS, and some just random channels. And but I just find there's so much more interesting things to watch on my phone. Of course, there's tons of cat channels to watch, and travel channels, and channels where people go to the spa. I love those, where people get the massages and the facials, and I love, watch anything where somebody's traveling around Oregon. Uh, and Rosemary, me and my husband did not like any of the same things. We could not watch a movie or a TV show with each other. Oh, Michelle says she can't stand her family. I understand completely, Michelle. My father's family was not. I was not very fond of most of the people in my father's family. on that side. The majority of them I did not like at all. I think they're all about. I think they've all passed away though. They're all older people. So just because someone's your family doesn't mean you have to like them. You know, there's no rule that says you have to. Hello, Albertson. Walmart. Yes, it's a cat. Yes, you are right. Thank you for being here this evening. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, well, oh, there went a law officer, y'all. It's a good thing I'm being good. Anyway, well, you have a great evening, one old goat, and thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your time at work in as much as you can enjoy time at work. And I appreciate your time here. I really do. I appreciate everybody who stops by. Yeah, Michelle, I understand completely what you're talking about. Well, thank you, Albertson. We got several cats here. They're just meandering around. We got a black cat. We have a fuzzy tabby. Another tabby. Um, I did have a tuxedo cat. Well, good night, Raymond. Thank you for being here this evening. I truly do appreciate it. We have a little kitten here, a little spotted kitten. There's two black cats, but there's only one here. Well, I got up and look, my chair has been stolen. Yeah, Judy, she does look a lot like Moo. Very, very similar to Moo. Come here, Locket. Let me have the chair. Let me have the chair. There we go. Here's Moo. There's Moo. I think he's hungry again. He's going to have another snacky. Yes, it's time to get hydrated. It's important to stay hydrated. Yeah, Moo doesn't like me, y'all. He will follow me. He'll go on a walk with me. But he doesn't want me to get anywhere near him, and that's okay. Oh, not going to be a nice sunset this evening. Oh, my little $3 solar light just came on, y'all. Yeah, it changes colors, and the darker it gets, the better it looks. Um, and it'll go for a long, long time too. We don't know that, Rosemary. I mean, Judy. Oh, sorry, I said Rose. We don't know. It could be anybody, but because uh, we have Moo, who Moo's father was most likely Big Tom. Big Tom could have made another kitten that looks like that because that's who Edo keeps company with, so to speak, is Big Tom. So, but Wobbly Kitten, which is yet unnamed, I'm thinking about Treasure. Maybe. This is none of this is set in stone. But anyway, she is gonna have really long fur, and I saw a Tom here this spring who had that same coloring, dark tabby with broad black stripes. The white blaze, the white paws with thick long hair, and I'm thinking maybe, because they say the kittens can have different fathers in the litter, you know. So maybe. I don't know. I just think she is such a little treasure. And now she's getting to where she doesn't want to stay on the bed. She wants to explore. So she's leaping off of the bed and trying to wobble all around the room, trying to explore. And when she knows when I'm opening up the cans in the kitchen, feeding the cats, and she hears me and she knows what I'm doing, and she gets off, so meow, meow, meow. You hear her, and they're just meowing, and she leaps off the bed, and she's trying to wobble her way into the kitchen to get to the food. And I'm on my way, little kitty. And she's on her way, wobbling into the kitchen, trying to get into that food. Hey, it's Logan. Hey, Logan. Thanks for being here this evening. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Kind of a quiet evening here. Not much going on. We got Kazera in a chair. It's much darker here than it appears on camera. It's really dusky here. Oh, well, Logan, get you some water and sit in front of a fan and an air conditioner and cool down. It is very easy to get overheated in the summer. I am not a fan of summer. Do not like it. The only good thing I can say about summer is it will end. The only good thing I have to say about summer. It will end. It will be over. Now, our summer does tend to linger longer than other places, but it'll go away. It always does. I remember summer 2 years ago, 2023. I That was the most long, brutal summer. It was just horrific. Yeah, Logan, I do like the cold weather myself. Yes. Not necessarily in the teens, not that cold, but colder. Yeah. Oh, look, we got three coming by. Oh, UPS. UPS is very late today. Very, very late for UPS. Well, yeah, Judy, I didn't think anybody was going to stop by. I only had a couple of people, and I'm like, I must have said or done something to offend somebody because nobody's coming by. I'm like, have I been, did I say something inadvertently? Which I am prone to saying things inadvertently that offend people. And when I started my business and it was all about customer service, I had to learn how to just walk on eggshells and be very careful about everything I said and did, because you can't offend people and be in business. It's about customer service. Michelle. Well, this isn't the exciting live streams that other people have. We're not playing games or anything. It's just sort of hanging around, listening to the sounds of nature, watching cats, looking at the sky. Well, thank you, Rosemary. We love you too, Rosemary. All of y'all. I'm going through something really horrendous right now in my life, and I know nobody wants to hear about any of that. But having all of you around is making it easier. I don't feel like I'm going through it alone. Yeah, even if I wasn't live streaming, when I'm not live streaming, I'm out here doing this anyway. I'm out here with cats, listening to all the sounds, watching the sky. So this is what I'd be doing irregardless. Oh, Michelle, I, nobody needs to hear about what I got going on. Nobody needs to hear it. It's the same old thing. It goes on every day. And my cats. The cats make everything better. The cats, my walks, and my whole original idea of starting this channel was to be, well, the name says it all, tranquil, unique nature experience. It's supposed to be tranquil. Tranquil. It's supposed to be calm, peaceful, quiet, a place to come and rest and relax, take a break. And I do that with certain channels. I have certain channels I'm like, oh my God, I've had a crappy day and I just need to watch my organ video. Um, oh, Logan. You know, I have like a whole list of videos that I go to when I'm stressed. I have a playlist of them. And a lot of them are like spa videos, facial videos, organ videos, travel videos. And I'm like, I need to get away from this that's going on. And I go to my playlist and I'm like, what is going to be relaxing for me to watch right now? And I'll go to one of those videos. So I'm hoping my goal of starting the channel was to be a quiet place for somebody to go. Yeah, Rosemary, my cats have gotten me through a horrendous marriage. You know, a horrendous being with somebody who was abusive for 23 years of misery. And that's how I got through it, was with my cats. Well, hello, Pat Chris. Your cat's name is Mittens. Well, that's a cute name. And thank you for being here, Pat. And I appreciate it. I don't remember ever seeing you here before. We have several cats here. Of course, it's getting dark. We might not be able to see them. There's a cat in that chair. I'm sure you can't see it. It is getting dark. Yeah, I'm still really milling it around in my head what to call the new kitten. I've got to give her a name so she can start learning it. Um, Got to give her a name. And I've already made dinner and got that out of the way. I was eating dinner during Adam's live stream. I don't even know what I made it up as I went along. Whatever I had left in the house. I'm like, well, I got some of this. And I got some of this. I just put it all together. And my mother looked at it and she says, what do you call this? And I'm like, it's called whatever I have left in the house at the end of the month before you get paid again. That's what it's called. It's good. Eat it. Oh, a polydactyl. Oh, I have one that has an extra claw. Not necessarily the whole toe with the pad or anything, but just a extra claw. It was one of those nor side rice dishes, you know, you get it for $1 a pack. And I actually even put potatoes and chickpeas and tuna in it. Thank you. And I just mixed it all up together, you know, like rice, potatoes, chickpeas, and tuna. And I gave most of the tuna to my mother because she needs a lot of protein. And I made her a huge plate, and she ate it all. She did. She ate it all. It took some encouragement to get her to eat it all. Hey, it's Sir Smokes a Lot. Hey, thanks for being here this evening. So nice to see you. But tomorrow I will have something good because we get our money tomorrow, and I am going shopping, shopping, shopping. My big trip out. Yeah, my mother made some sort of tuna. I don't. It had noodles, tuna, noodles, peas. I don't know, and something. She had a different couple of different tuna casseroles she made, but she doesn't remember how she made anything anymore. I was asking her about her cornbread because I really liked her cornbread, but she doesn't remember it. Oh well, that is a lot of toes, Pat. That's yeah. A lot of people put sugar in their cornbread, and a lot of Southerners just believe in the cornbread. But my mother made really good cornbread, and she made it every day. A small cast iron skillet. They should get the skillet hot first. I remember that. But my daddy required a whole pan of cornbread every day. Every day. A whole pan of cornbread. So she had to make it every day. Well, he liked it every day, Judy. Every day. Hey, it's Peggy Hill. Hey, Peggy. Thank you for being here this evening. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. And he also had to have butter beans every day. Every day. Well, Logan, when my father passed away, he was so large he had to be put into a special coffin. They only had one that would fit him. So, but he had to have butter beans with lots of lard in it every day. Butter beans. Okay, am I back on? Let's look at our little light. And black eyed peas. She had to make black eyed peas every day. What else? So it had and fried potatoes, not like French fries. Something called fried potatoes, where you chop them up really small and you batter them like you would fried chicken. It's in the same thing that like the same flour you would batter your fried chicken in. So you get all these potatoes and chop them really small and you roll them around and then you fry them just like you would fried chicken. She had to make that every day. So those four things had to be on the table every day. And the beans and the peas. Yeah, that's a southern thing, Pat. I live way, way, way down here in the deep, 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 deep south. Now, most of the stuff I did not eat, okay? I didn't eat this. It's my daddy, not me. I didn't eat that stuff. That was daddy. This is what my daddy required, not me. I might would eat the cornbread a little bit. But that, This is all very southern stuff. And we had fried chicken several times a week. Yeah, it's way deep, Logan. We're way down here. And for those of you who do not know, we are going to get a tropical disturbance out in the Gulf. We're going to get some rain from that, y'all. So let's just hope it's just rain. I'm turning on my lights so we can see the cats. Um, yeah, I didn't eat all the typical Southern foods. I didn't eat that stuff. I wouldn't even look at the butter beans or the black-eyed peas. Wouldn't even look at them. No. I never saw broccoli till I think I was in my 20s. And I mean that seriously. And she was done. She's like, I'm done with cooking. I've cooked 20 something years. She's like, I'm done with it. Yeah, and all the vegetables though had to have a lot of lard in them, like that. Whereas once if it was left over and you put it into the refrigerator, it'd just be a layer of fat where it comes to the top and chills, and you couldn't even see what was in the bowl. You had to break through that fat cap to see what was, if it was the peas or the beans or what. It was like it had to have a lot of fat. My daddy always said fat was what was healthy, and he thought if you were overweight, that meant you were really healthy. And he said that thin people were unhealthy, and that fat was where all your vitamins and nutrients were. This was his belief, and so he wanted as much fat as he could put into his diet. And I didn't even see anybody bake a potato, like a baked potato, like you wrap them in foil, cut them open, and put sour cream in them. I didn't see that until I was in my teens, because that's just not what anybody, until I started dating and got out and about. Uh, I didn't see. There's a cat going across the yard right there. You just see the eyes glowing. Yeah, yes, he did, Rosemary. He did. He needed a very big coffin. They only had one that would fit him. Plus, though, he got bigger. He was in a car accident and broke his neck, so he was what they call an incomplete quadriplegic. So for the last 7 years of his life, he was in a wheelchair and had to have around the care clock. He had to have a take care of him around the for 24 hours a day. He had to have somebody with him because he couldn't do he anything for himself. So being inactive, being in a wheelchair, and eating tons of food, you know, yeah, it was a horrible thing, Pat. It was really horrible. It he really he took it hard. Now they had a lift that anybody could get him up that had a crank on it that they could put it under him and they could get him up pretty quick. And he had to have a room built to the onto the house with a door wide enough. Um, Whereas if there was a fire, that they could just wheel out the bed. It was wide enough for the whole bed and everything to go out because if they wouldn't have time to get him up, and they had to build a shower room, not a regular bathroom, like a big giant shower, school gym or something. Him. Oh, I would not want to be a mortician. No, I framed. And I don't know about every state, but in Louisiana, you have to get a license to be a mortician, funeral director. And these people who owned a well-known funeral home in the area used my services, and I would frame their certificates for them. And of course, I made deliveries, so I would have to go to the funeral home to deliver this, and there'd be like funerals and things going on, and it just really creeped me out. But they do that every day in, day out. That's their life. That's how they make their money. But I just didn't really like when I had to make the delivery to the funeral home. And it was just, let's not talk about funeral homes anymore. Well, thank you for being here, Logan. It's nice for you to stop by. It's always nice to see you. I hope you have a great evening. I can see all the bugs flying around. And we got a kitten down here, y'all. Yeah, but there's like uh, a lot of foods that I personally never saw. I never ate pizza at a pizza from a pizza place till I started dating. It doesn't have a name yet. We got to think of something for it. Like I said, I never saw broccoli. I never saw a baked potato. We had potatoes, but never baked potatoes, like wrapped in foil. I didn't get to go to a pizza place till I started dating. None of these things I saw till I started dating. Here's Kaizera. Here's Kai Kai. So I was very excited to get to go places and do things when I started dating. It was an adventure for me. Like, oh my God, I get to go places. Uh, Here comes my neighbors coming out. I don't know them. I've never seen them. And I have never spoke to anyone else who knows them. Nobody even knows what their name is over there. So yeah, I was, other people would have seen those things, but my father did not believe in going out to eat, but yet he owned restaurants. He didn't want to go out and eat, but he would own a restaurant. Hey, it's Share Bear. Hey, Share Bear, thanks for being here this evening. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. There's the kitten over there. Yeah, that one neighbor right across the road from me, I've never talked to anybody around here who knows them, knows anything about them. Just know there's a lot of people in and out all day, all in, out, in. Luckily, I don't have anybody on the sides close. That's nice. Yes, Sir smokes a lot. My mother always thought that too. He didn't like going out to eat, thought people should eat at home, but would own several restaurants. You know, we didn't understand that. It's kind of like me if I wanted to own a sporting goods store. I don't like sports. I detest sports, but yet I'm going to go open up a store that sells footballs and baseballs. And we never understood it. He wasn't his thing. But let's open a restaurant. Well, I'm trying to, get monetized so I can make money on YouTube with my cats. So that's a goal, is to be monetized and make something. I know it won't be much. I'm not one of those people who thinks I'm going to get on YouTube and set the world on fire and get rich. I'm not that person. A lot of people do. They think, oh my God, I'm going to get on YouTube and just the money's going to come rolling in. I'm not naive, you know. Um, but, if I could make something, that would be nice. Something. And, because I can't really leave. I'm kind of at the point now, y'all, which is worrying me, that I'm going to have to leave and go out to bring some money in. And I don't know what to do except for maybe arrange her schedule to where she will be sleeping. I could go out and work because I desperately need to bring some money in here, desperately, and just hope that she would stay asleep the whole time because she doesn't know. Yeah, that's what she. The other night she got up and fell. That's what I worry about. What if she gets up? I mean, there's that's my whole thing. Where there's just no way we're gonna make it on what she's bringing in. There's just no way. Well, Pat, I do have a TikTok and Instagram, and I have 2,000 something followers on TikTok. You have to have 10,000 though to be monetized on TikTok. I don't know how you can make money on Instagram. I know some people do. Uh, but I'm trying to really focus on YouTube. Uh, but the other night she got up after she went to bed, and I heard her fall. And I was kind of like that, half asleep, half awake, drifting. And I heard that thud, and I knew that she'd got up and fell. And I like to never got her up. And then, of course, well, there was no chance I was going to sleep after that. I mean, my night was over. They're chasing each other. You can't see them, but they're chasing. On TikTok, I'm posting the same thing on TikTok as I do YouTube, but YouTube gets them first. Everything is posted on YouTube, and I let it run its course on YouTube, and then days later it will go to TikTok. Uh, I'm not actively pursuing that right now. I just post it. Of course that algorithm is just like every other algorithm. The more you engage, the more they will push you out there. And that's with anything that's on social media. The more the activity they see, the more the algorithm will push it. So, but I'm just like, I've got to figure out something to do. And I used to do art. I thought about maybe doing more art and trying to sell that, like on a Etsy or something like that. I don't know if I could sell anything I do. Yeah, Pat, it is a lot about, getting, you got to get the attention of the algorithm. And then that algorithm would say, oh, I'd be like, I'd be too nervous to show anybody. I used to love doing art, but my life has just gotten so complicated, and difficult, and I feel like, well, I can't even dedicate myself to YouTube as much, and I have to like try to say, hey, let's go for a walk now while she's asleep, and it's Bruce. Hey, Bruce, thank you for being here this evening. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. And oh my God, it's John. Hey, John, thank you for being here this evening. And oh, that's your ladder cat, Bruce. That's Kaizera in the chair. And John said he made a screenshot on Adam's live of the my cat's names. I probably spelled some wrong because I was typing quickly. But it's Tuxie, Bajoko, Miracle, Serena, Solace, um, Haven, Epiphany, Mystiera, Elysian, Savra, Oriana, and the yet unnamed kitten. Let's see if we can find some cats. There's a cat right here. There's Lockcat. Yeah, I had Miracle for at least a month before I named him. I really thought long and hard for Miracle's name because I knew even from when Miracle was a tiny kitten that Miracle was going to be a very special cat. I just knew it. I knew that he was going to be a truly spectacular cat. He's got a big personality. Oh yeah, there's a lot of sounds out here at night. I wish I could open my window and hear it, but that let all my cool air out. Hey, OG! Hey, OG, thank you for being here. That says, how you know? How'd I know what? I do like it when people ask questions. At first, when I first came on, nobody was on here. And I'm like, oh my God, I've offended some people. I must have said something wrong and didn't know it. Because when I started my business, I had to be very careful. I had to learn how to do that, walk around on eggshells. To how did I know he was special? Pat, he was just something about him. He's just, I can tell you, he's very intelligent, highly intelligent, very loving, very adventurous, more so than a regular kitten. I just could pick up on something that there was something exceptional about Miracle. Yeah, Rosemary, you wouldn't even recognize him. Now when I do the videos, Rosemary, I can only shoot him from behind. I have to do all the videos from the front. I can't show the back. No back. His tail is just a little tiny skinny tail. Yeah, I do. Not the outside ones, which I need to, but money is an issue because I'm an unpaid full-time caregiver. So, yeah, everything's going pretty good, OG, now that I've got a new phone. And, I got, it's got a lot better picture quality, a lot better battery, a lot better everything. Yeah, so Miracle looks like a completely different cat now. I have to be really careful when I make the videos. Oh my God, there's a raccoon out here. Oh my God, there's a raccoon, y'all. Yeah, I do my inside ones. Hey, look at Doe's back, y'all. There's the Doe. She was gone for a while. Yeah, that raccoon sure was close to me. I don't like it when the wild animals get too close to me. No, he's coming up here to get this extra cat food. Right there. That's raccoon. He's walking in the watering hole. Look how close he's getting to me, y'all. I haven't seen the possum in a while, Rosemary. It didn't look like it was doing well. So I figured, it passed away. And of course, they always end up being roadkill. Look at him. He's trying to come up here and get this food. You don't think it's nice to do it to an inside cat? Well, Pat, I tried not neutering some of my inside cats, and they were spray, and they were getting aggressive. Get away from here. And so Miracle was 3 years old before I neutered him, but he was really getting fussy and starting to spray, having an attitude. And yeah, he's gonna eat this leftover food. See, he's getting it, picking it up. But I tried not neutering him, and all he wanted to do was go outside and fight with the outside cats. And he got out one morning, and got in a fight with one of the outside cats. Not here, it's where I lived before. And I had to trap him. And I threw my shirt over him. And my neighbor was outside. And I'm like, hey, is that you? And I said, go get me a blanket out of my car. I said, my car's not locked. I need a bigger blanket to wrap him in, because he was all wound up, growling and snarling. And after that, he hurt his eye. He had to wear a cone. And I'm like, well, I gotta neuter him, because he was just, once they get to that stage of like all they think about is fighting and getting out and getting into stuff, they become obsessed with it. Yeah, they become obsessed with doing what they want to do, and they're in the house, and all they can think about is, I got to get out and do the things I need to do. So, yeah, so I put off. Puffer ended up being 4 before I neutered him, but he ended up, I'm gonna, especially if they knew another tomcat was outside. All their obsession was that I got to get out there and fight that tom, which that's what Miracle was trying to get out every chance he could to go fight with the tomcats out here. And so, but I didn't, Miracle had that heart murmur, which made me afraid to neuter him. And a trash panda, Sir Smokes a lot of trash panda. Yeah, because Miracle was getting injured, getting in fights with the big tabby cat out here. He had a puncture on his side that got infected, and it was just, it really made him much more, it helped. It calmed Miracle down a lot. Oh, nice getting into the dish. Hello, Cersei. Cersei, I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Thank you for being here this evening. So nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I truly do appreciate it. This raccoon is really close. Very disconcerting is how close this raccoon is to me. Bothering. Well, anyway, yeah. I am thirsty. It's time for me to hydrate. And I have to go in there and help my mother with a bath and get her medication. And oh no, kitten, don't get close to the come here, kitten. You don't want to get around where the raccoon is going right through the watering hole. Yeah, I don't like them around the cats myself. That's why I try not to have much cat food left over. I agree. They do hurt the cats. They can hurt the cats. Well, thank you for being here, Sir Smokes a lot. Yeah, I'm about to go in and get me some water. I got some of the freezer getting super cold. And I was just trying to see how long I could live stream, and I only have like 50% battery, and I've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. When I first came on, nobody was here. Nobody. I thought, I've offended people. I've offended. Get out of here. I don't like them around the cats. I really don't. And that's why I try to not have out extra food, because they can be dangerous to the cats. And there wasn't much food left. But so anyway, it was nice visiting with everyone. I really did enjoy it. And if y'all have time, go watch some of my videos. I got a lot of cute shorts I just put out, and they only take a few seconds to watch. You can watch them all. 5 or so I did today in a minute or so. If y'all want to do that, minute or so. If y'all want to do that. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. And y'all have a great night, everybody. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Love all y'all. Good night, y'all. Have a good evening.